Hi, I'm Casey.
And I'm Gianni.
I never finished reading the Animorphs books as a kid, and I still haven't as an adult.
And I've never read them.
We can't tell you where we live.
But we can tell you that we want to revisit these books as adults and dive into what we would keep or change if we were to put it on TV.
Two friends, 50-something books. Welcome to morphinbuddies.
Sure. I mean, you can cream me anytime. Yeah, I love getting creamed, cream pied, cream... Yeah, they call me Big Cream in these streets. I don't know if you've heard that. It's all the ruffling I do in life, you know?
The Snapple drinking.
I'm kind of like a ruffly kind of guy, you know?
You're a ruffian. Oh.
Crinkle, you like that?
Oh, I don't like that. I am not an ASMR person.
How does that feel, huh?
Oh,
you like that?
That's awful.
That's why people listen to this show.
No,
they came for the Animorphs, and now they're like, gotta hear what Snapple he's drinking.
It's the same one
every time.
It's a Diet Peach Snapple?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh, God,
that's
it's
the
fucking
one
good. God, it's fucking good.
I've got my old reliable water. You know how it is. Just drinking straight from a water bottle.
I got my water, too.
Wow. You're prepped. You're double fisting for today.
I usually do. I usually do have the double fist going, but it's not as fun to talk about water.
No, but not everybody can double fist either, so...
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I can double, I can triple, I can give you as many fists as you want, you know what I mean?
Wow. You can double fist with the best of them.
It's on my Hinge profile.
It's like a little known fact about yourself. I can double fist with the best of them.
Yeah, 2 truths and a lie. I have a podcast, so we talk about Animorphs. Mm-hmm. I can double fist with the best of them.
Yeah.
And then whatever the lie is.
Whatever you're 12 feet tall. There we go.
There you go.
Just make it so obvious. Anyway.
Perfect.
So today, speaking of lying, we're talking about the deception where we have been deceived, or perchance we have not been deceived.
Totally deceived.
But
I've never been more deceived.
Such deceivance. So before we get into the book, we have a few emails from our regulars.
Oh? No way.
Yeah, Mr. Ryan and Just a Bird Jimmy. Love you guys. So,
the homies.
Truly the homiest of homies. Mr. Ryan sent me a very long email that I'm going to summarize. Oh, come on, phone. There it is. So he is talking about our question about how aging might work when you morph. Do you reset to your original state when you demorph? Mm-hmm. He said there's nothing really definitive about that in the books, but his best guess, he thinks that during the times when you're not morphed, you age normally, and then the next time you morph, your body goes into Z-space. So it kind of is in stasis while it's in Z-space, and then it comes back to you, so you're kind of the same age. And then you age normally when not morph. I just don't think it makes any sense,
though, because if you take an injury in your regular form, and then you morph, and then you come back, that injury is healed. So I actually disagree with your thesis.
But it's going back to...
Mr. Scientist.
Going back to your form before you had an injury.
Right, exactly. So how is aging any different from that?
That's a great question. It's right? Something with chromosomes. Okay. Let me get into it.
Fucking chromosomes.
So Ryan says, why, when you acquire a full-grown tiger, do you not morph into a baby tiger? The answer is something we call epigenetics. As we age, our cells divide, and the ends of our chromosomes, called telomeres, I hope I got that right, get shorter and shorter until they reach a critical point, and then the cells stop dividing. So as we age, our DNA undergoes a process called methylation. So I think the morphing process reads those epigenetic markers to make sure you morph to the same age as the animals you acquired. And I think that the age of your morph resets every time you demorph.
The age of your morph
yes.
So that just concurs with my hypothesis. That literally just agreed with it.
Yes, it did.
Just he says the age.
See, I told you I'd explain it.
Yeah, so he's saying I'm right. So he says Gianni's always right, and everybody should listen
I
to
don't
Gianni
see
in
that
the
written
emails, but
anywhere in here.
that's the summary I'm getting from that. Is that Gianni sounds super correct, even though he doesn't know what did you say again? Meiosis, theosis,
Dee-biddy-bee-biddy-bee.
I don't know the blibbity blobbity blue, but what I do know is I know how shit works. Okay, and let me tell you, I was right.
I mean, I don't see that here in the email, so I can't really confirm.
He's saying
that
I'm right.
He's saying that.
It sounds like he's saying I'm right.
So then Ryan sent us a second email, and the subject line said, "Don't open until you've read book 49." So Ryan, consider that promise kept. I have not opened that email.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And then Ryan also recommends that if we haven't read the Elemis Chronicles, he has a suggestion, and he thinks it would hit better if we read it right before book 53. In the original publication order, it came out between 47 and 48, but personally, he thinks it works better if we wait.
Okay.
And then he said, "Do with that what you will."
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
If you're fine with that,
I'm fine with that.
53 is the last one, or is that the
54 is the last one, I think.
Okay, so before the penultimate.
Yes.
All right,
52.
I'm down.
All right, I'm down. Ryan, we're gonna trust you.
We're taking that. Yep, we're taking that
If
suggestion.
you've lied
Unless
to
we get
us.
another email
Wait,
from
no!
someone who thinks differently. So
Yeah.
speak now, because
Yeah,
you
speak
don't have
now.
a lot of time.
Exactly. Let us know. Let us know ASAP. And then Just a Bird Jimmy sent us an email and said, to answer your question in book number 43, because we asked the folks, like, can you guys tell if we're going to like a book or not?
Totally.
Like, is that
Yes.
obvious?
I was waiting for the answer to this.
And so Just a Bird Jimmy said, I can't tell whether you'll like a book or not, even after listening to your opinions on like 50 at this point. Am I stupid? Just a Bird Jimmy. Just a Bird Jimmy.
You listen
Wait,
to
you
too
can't
many
just
hours of this podcast to not be stupid.
Wait, you
Yes.
can't just immediately call him out. Yes, you are very stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just for Jimmy, we love you. You
Yes.
have my phone number.
Yes.
You're also stupid. I mean, you listen to brain rot while we talk.
We can be a little bit brain rot sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a saxophone playing under
There
half
is.
of what we say at all
Yeah.
times. That's
Yeah.
that's the level of. So yes, I think anybody who listens to this podcast, you got to be a little stupid.
I wouldn't say stupid.
But you're also some of the smartest people alive.
Yeah.
But just in a very different way.
Yeah. Our favorite freaks.
You know what I mean? Our favorite little goofballs.
Little freaky guys.
Little muffins, you know?
Yeah, our guys. And then Jimmy sent another email and said, how do you want the end of Animorphs to go down? How do you think it will actually end? What makes endings good? Whew.
Whoa.
What a
okay.
great
let me
question.
take those one at a time.
Yes, one at a time.
Because it's a lot.
So
what was the first one?
First one is, how do you want the end of Animorphs to go down?
Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much for asking,
Jake
Jimmy.
dying is all I
I knew
need.
you were going to say that. I
Jake
knew
being
it.
dead in the dirt. And not heroic death either. I need
No,
Jake dead.
Like a dumbass death.
I need him dumb dead. Need him dead, dumb
Like
dead.
he gets whacked in the back of his head, his skull cracks, and his brains come
Yeah,
out.
like
and he's
so. I
just
need
collapses.
like anticlimax dead Jake.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
need like just the most, and then everybody just being like, bummer.
Yeah. Like he steps on a
beyond
rake
that-
and gets a brain aneurysm.
Yes, yeah, like something so like they defeat the Yeerks entirely, and then it's like, well, job done, and then Jake just falls off a cliff. Anvil drops on his head. Yeah, like that would be. That's my. No, I guess to answer your question more sincerely, how do I want Animorphs to end? I mean, I don't know. Like, the ride has been incredibly inconsistent. So, I don't know if there's, like, a good answer for that. I still can't really get a read on what exactly we're building to. I just know that we're building to.
Something, yeah. Because there's so many things that could potentially happen. And the fact that, I mean, we just now met Visser 2, and we still have the Drode in the mix. We hopefully have the Helmicrons somewhere in the mix.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think...
no, we don't.
I think for my, like, ideal Animorphs ending, I think the most satisfying thing is really just kind of clearing the trash of all of the nonsense that we've made
Yes.
over the course of this journey.
Yes.
That sounds like mean, but it really is. I think the Elemist and what's the
Krayak?
the Krayak, yes. Between the two, I need them to like kill each other and let the world exist without some sort of omnipresence for a while. That would satisfy me because I just think they're so convoluted. Drode needs to go, but I think that should happen before the end.
Yes.
Ultimately, I think that the only end that I think would really satisfy me, and this is tough, man, because even as I'm saying this would satisfy me, I'm like, I could see so many roads this idea going down where this is not satisfying. But I think if you land the plane right, I think everything that it's taught us is that the satisfying conclusion is that the Visser 3 is defeated and the state of government, quote unquote, of the Yeerks is no more.
Kaput.
And the Yeerks learn that they can exist like I can't remember the name of the alien species
The
now.
Iskort.
But that's the guys from the Attack, right?
Yep.
That was the only time where I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
So that should be the end game is introducing the Yeerks to a new way of life and being able to be inside a brain that is built for them as opposed to taking over other colonies so that they can sort of quote unquote peacefully coexist.
Sure.
But I don't think there's any way in which Animorphs ends in that fine of a bow. Just everything that they've built up so far. I think the more realistic alternative of that is that if that were to happen, that everybody still lives under the constant threat of what happens if the Yeerks try again. And I think that there's a satisfaction in that as well. But that's my expectation. Yeah, is that it's a little up in the air as to what the future could hold, but for now, peace has been sort of restored. As long as the Elemist is fucking gone, that's my biggest.
Yeah,
just the Deus Ex Elemist needs to go.
Yeah, I don't want the Elemist or the Krayak around anymore. I want the Yeerks to be defeated, whether they all get shipped off to the Iskort or they actually do get blown up on Earth and then they don't come back. And I think there's a part of me that agrees with you. I think there should be a time where Jake does die, where he actually sacrifices himself at the end of their last battle. And I think because of his sacrifice, it defeats the Yeerks, it defeats Visser 3, it defeats all of them, they all leave, and then we have an epilogue of our gang all grown up in their 20s. And it's like in, I hate to use this as a reference, it's like in It, where they're all as adults and they come back together like not every year, where they have to come back together and they meet and they kind of hang out with each other even though their lives are spread out. They still have this little remembrance.
27-year time jump, like It.
Yeah. And they find out whether or not the Yeerks are coming back or not. I think that might be kind of cool, but I think they should have this remembrance as adults of like what they went through and the loss of Jake and how that's affected the group since then. Don't have the orgy in the sewer. I think that would probably be a bad idea.
I mean, for the Animorphs? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Well, also for It, I think that was a terrible decision.
Listen,
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Listen, my hottest take is that it's a good scene.
No, it's not. What is wrong with you?
It is. Unfortunately, it really is.
Oh, no.
Now, I say
Defend
that with caveat
yourself.
of like should never be adapted.
No. No.
It is a good scene though. It speaks. Bev. Sorry to go on a tangent. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, guys. Gonna do this one.
Yes.
Bev is a character who has been chronically abused
Yes.
by every major person in her life, every major like parental figure, but particularly her father. That's a character who only knows how to represent love in one way, and it's by
that's true.
using her body.
That's true.
The other kids are kids. Also, it works. That's the more shocking thing, is that like it's not supposed to make the audience feel good.
No.
But it is a necessary scene in the way that it functions in that story, and particularly what it speaks to about Bev's character. Granted, never adapt it. Never do that in a film.
No, never do that.
But
in anything.
But I understand why it's in there. And that is maybe my hottest take. I'm sorry.
I can understand that. I don't agree with it. Like I get where that's coming from, and I think that your opinion is valid. I think it still is a line too far. Totally. I think it's just a line. I get it with their kids and they don't really know any better, but like the assembly line of it all kind of skeeves me out.
I think if there's one bad thing about it is that, you know, once King starts down a path, he has to follow it through to his natural conclusion, and so maybe it goes on too long, but yeah, I mean, there's plenty of harrowing shit in Stephen King books.
Yes.
There's plenty of cocaine-addled craziness that makes no fucking sense. My hottest take is that I do not think that's one of them.
All right, fair point. Agree to disagree. Second question.
What was the second question that Jimmy had?
Second question. How do you think it will actually end? Okay, so like...
Oh, yeah, I kind of answered that.
We kind of answered that.
I
think it's going to be, everything's going to be okay type of ending.
I think I'm kind of close in what I think is going to happen, and I think what you said about like Jake dying and heroic sacrifice is probably right. I think they're going to fumble the bag a couple times, probably. Knowing how the series has gone, I think it's probably not going to be the most satisfying version of those events, but I think that's probably where it's going to go. It's my expectation.
Do you think Axe is going to leave? Because this just popped in my head.
Hope so.
I think Axe is going to go back to the Andalites. It's going to be a very sad parting. I think maybe after that the gang goes to eat cinnamon buns in his memory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's any way that the characters grow up and
I don't think so.
A unit together. I just don't think that's realistic.
Yeah,
and,
but
not
that's
how
what
life works.
Want.
They can still be friends, but they're not going to all be together.
And then Jimmy says, "What makes endings good?" That's the last one.
Totally dependent on the
situation, the characters. Yeah, I think
what makes endings good, frankly, the story before it. There's nothing you can't take any ending outside of itself and justifiably say like best scene. Because none of it would matter without the story before it. So, I mean, what makes endings good? Totally dependent. I mean, there's like a lot of major series that I've seen that crash and burn at the end because they don't know how to land the plane on a lot of the ideas that are stacked up beforehand. But I think the most common occurrence is that if you see something like that happen, it's usually because the stuff before it was really good, but they just didn't know where they were going. Or they're not like listening, or the writer's not like listening to their instincts to deter it from whatever the original vision of the ending was.
Or they're on a time crunch and they gotta get something out at a certain date and they just have to write something, anything.
But I think like there's examples of movies that or films or books or what have you that do have satisfying endings, even if you didn't enjoy the journey. Like another hot take thrown at you. Cabin in the Woods is a fun movie, but like without that third act, it's kind of useless. And I think that
I agree. I actually totally agree with you with that.
Yeah, like I think that movie gets overhyped because it leaves you on a really big high, but that's a very satisfying ending.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it only works because you've seen all of the stuff, the cutaways to behind the scenes and stuff, building the sort of framework of that world so that you can buy in when everything actually hits the fan. So
yeah. The whole crescendo of that movie is that very last shot with the arm coming out of the ground. That's what the entire thing builds up to, and that's the moment where you're like, what? It's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, what makes a good ending, I've said this before, I think a couple times, but if you are able to stay true to the characters and the stories that you develop between the characters, the audience is going to be with you. And even though it might be an ending they may not agree with, it's still going to be respectable because you didn't do something where with one of the characters where you're like, what the hell is wrong with this? Like, what happened? You know? Like, we had the separation with Rachel. Oh, God. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. And it just
Not good.
didn't feel like a Rachel book. Now, granted, she was separated into two and then put back together, but it's still, even after she was put back together, it just felt like that wasn't her, and it felt kind of like wrong in a weird way. So yeah, I think if you stay true to your characters, you trust the story, put in one or two things in there that might surprise yourself as a writer. Even if you think, okay, well, what if I think it was, what was it? An article, I think, maybe it was something about Dan Brown writing the book, Angels and Demons, which, spoilers for that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't. He kept writing it, and he was like, "It's not working." And then he had the villain actually win that story.
Yeah,
I just talked about the story the other day, actually.
Oh, no way. Yeah, he said, "Well, it just feels like it's not working. It feels very like color in the number type of story." And then he's like, "Well, what if the villains actually won this time, and it wasn't a happy ending?" And so if you take something and kind of spin it on its head, I mean, try it out. If you surprise yourself, great. You know, it might actually be, there's no right or wrong, but it might actually be a strong ending or stronger than what you had originally thought. Yeah. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome.
You know, speaking of endings, this book has a bad one.
You know, it's funny because I didn't really like the beginning of this book, but I liked the ending of it. Because I thought the second half picked up a lot, because I felt like the first half was kind of dragging a lot for me. And then the second half picked up, and then I was like, okay, there's more action. It's a little confusing, but at least there are interesting things and choices being made that I'm like, okay, great, fine. It's not a book that I particularly liked, just because, I don't know, it just felt like they were trying to compensate in the second half for the slower pace of the first half, and then there were some decisions that were made that I was like, wait, they're just gonna give up? Like, you know, there were things that I really questioned, and then we talked about this in one of the previous episodes, The Unexpected, where once your audience starts to question that thread, it starts to unravel, and then you can't really stop that unraveling. So yeah, I didn't love this book. I thought it was fine. I think it ended better than it began, but I still I wasn't a huge fan of this book.
Yeah, The Deception, as one of the books in the series that is actually kind of appropriately titled, doesn't it feels like it appropriately builds on the momentum established from the previous book, which was nice to see. It was nice that, like, for the first time ever, it's
immediately.
Like, oh yeah, here we're getting some real push. It really feels like the end game of the Animorphs series right now, which is awesome. The problem is that, respectfully speaking, as someone who does think that it's probably easier to start a nuclear war than it is to not start a nuclear war,
yes,
I don't think it's quite as simple as this.
No, it's not. No, it's really not. And I agree
the
with
lack
you
of
totally
checks and
on that.
balances in the world building is insane. And so, like, the stakes of the adventure that we're on for the majority of The Deception already feel a little disingenuous.
Mm.
And then my biggest qualm, though, with the ending is not, like, the choice that Axe makes or the, you know, the emotional repercussions that it kind of leaves room for. I actually think those are, like, the more interesting things that the book gives.
For sure.
The worst part of the deception is the fact that it just ends, and there are so many hanging threads in literal plot that are way more consequential than whatever Axe is feeling in his anxiety tummy. There was a whole battle of aliens fighting non-controller humans on, like, a massive
death on a
US
mass scale
Navy airship thing. Not airship. What do they call those?
A freighter? Is that the right
yeah,
one?
like, there's, like, a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So...
A boat big enough for military airplanes, several military airplanes to land on it. Big
and
boat.
so now we can come to the conclusion that, okay, aliens are invading.
Yes.
So how does the world now respond to that information?
It's the middle of the ocean. It doesn't matter.
I guess not. Also, I don't know what ideas the Kay Applegate and Michael Grant, and ghostwriter of this book, had about how, like, other political spheres react or respond to attempted nuclear strikes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, it wouldn't just be smooth sailing for the...
No.
Does not work. Throwing Chapman into the mix was also a huge fucking mistake.
Stupid.
I get that you want to have a familiar face,
Not
make
the
it somebody
place.
else, because
he does not
there is
belong
simply
on the ship.
a vice principal of the local fucking middle school or whatever the hell. Like, come on, give me a break. What the fuck is he doing here? And you establish very clearly, based on the huge fallout that happens, that there are non-controller humans on this vessel as well, who are a part of the military, who are then going to be looking and going, why is a vice principal here?
Yeah, actually,
not
good point.
once does that ever come up.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Why is he here? And so there's just, like, a lot of weird shit with that. I think I really like the more emotional moments of Axe's inner turmoil and not listening to
That's the part I really liked.
I really like that stuff. I just wish that everything around it made some fucking sense, and then I wish that they actually had an ending for the book instead of leaving all these things completely up in the air, because I know they're not going to get back to those things. I know they're going to touch upon how other people feel about Axe's big decision, but they're definitely probably not going to really talk about the alien stuff in any sort of substantive way.
If this was a random yacht in the ocean of, like, rich people being on it, it would be a different story. The fact that it is the military,
It is the literal military.
hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars spent on these planes, spent on the boat, spent on the crew, our veteran people, like, they're all... This is a very focused and concentrated place where there's a lot of eyes on them at all times. The military are never alone. They are constantly being watched. If anything goes wrong, there's a huge chain of command, and people know immediately. The fact that an attack this big on our military is just going to get, like, brushed away of, like, oh, China kind of attacked us, but then it was fine. Like, no, that's not... Even though, spoiler, Visser 2 stops the nuclear weapon from going off right at the very end, it doesn't matter. There was still an attack on our service members. Like, that's going to have huge consequences. So
massive repercussions.
Yes.
And then how does now the president respond
Address
to say,
this.
like, oh, and if it is somehow not watched by other governments, let's say, then it's gonna sound real fucking shady when our U.S. government is like, oh, we weren't about to nuke you, dude. That was the aliens.
That was accident. That was on accident.
And I would love to know, even if it's just like a tight little button thing where it's just like the characters watching a newscast or something. Like, as lazy as that would be, at least it would still give us some satisfaction. Mm-hmm. Also, what do they do with Visser 2 at the end? Did they let him go? Why?
Yeah, they don't say what they do with him, and I assume they let him go.
You trumped him.
Honestly,
so
I don't know why Axe
him.
didn't just morph in the plane, eject himself out of the plane, and then let the plane crash with Visser 2 in it. Visser 2...
That would be cool.
I don't think he was a pilot, was he? I don't think he was. I think he was just a service member.
Some some like captain or whatever. But the whole thing is silly Billy nonsense. But I mean, at least give me some follow through on all the things that you set up.
Yeah.
Also, something I noticed from this book,
yes.
They did not understand the difference between like a military missile and a nuke. Those are
no, they did not.
They are two very different things.
Yes.
And I don't. They sort of have the technology now to be able to transport nukes, but it is very touch and go.
Yes.
There's an entire video game series, very popular video game series, called Metal Gear Solid. That is literally the entire premise is about what if someone found a way to be able to shoot nukes on the move. That's literally the whole premise of it. It's like, what if we found a way to be... Because nukes really are not made to be transported.
Yeah.
That is like a whole thing with nuclear bombs. So the fact that you could just put one on a plane...
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's like nonsense. And kind of like that's like doesn't really happen.
No, I think the only way that this could have been saved.
It did happen in World War II, kind of.
Sort of, yeah.
That's a whole other story.
I think the way that this could have maybe potentially have been saved is, like you said, like if the kids are watching the news and then the president comes on the news and issues a statement about the attack on the military, and then we find out because of the way that he's speaking that he is indeed a controller. And now the kids like look at each other and be like, oh, this is going to get covered up. And they kind of sit with that horror of now our president is a controller. And then end the book there. That would have at least explained something a little bit, or tied it up a little bit better. But
right.
No, we don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, nah, there's just nothing satisfying like that. Also, not for nothing, but I'm sorry to keep harping on the Chapman thing, but it's so ridiculous too, because the threat of Chapman is like so fucking in the past. It's like so because that was back when the book
kidnapped him. That should have stopped.
It was back when the book series was like focusing on the idea of like these kids have regular school lives, and wow, what a threat it is to have that life be disrupted. We're so far past that. We do not need Chapman as a character anymore.
No.
To have a vice principal on this military ship when you acknowledge that there's people who actively belong there that are not yet controllers is ridiculous. Get that yerk into one of their heads. What is he doing here?
Yeah.
That is just a man. Literally kill him. Indiscriminately. You don't need him. What are you talking about? That's banana land.
We don't need him.
Silly, dude.
Silly Billy Willy. Too silly for me. But we don't really need that anymore. I had a thought and then I lost it.
Oh, sorry.
And I don't think I'll ever get it back.
That's all right. You'll find it.
It's lost into the ether.
It'll come. Should we
Perhaps
just talk
someday.
about the plot and then see
let's
if it
talk
pops
about.
up?
Let's get into the plot.
Okay.
So the book picks up immediately where the last book left off, with Jake talking to the Andalites on the phone and saying, "Hey, Andalites," and telling them about
shit they already know about. I don't know why this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's not really that big a deal, I think. And Axe jumps in to...
And the Andalites are dicks about it, too.
Yeah, they're like, we don't know if we should believe you. And Axe is like, no, it's the truth.
You could just be saying that to get some backup.
Yeah, they're like, well, Axe, actually, we think you've been compromised by humans, so we're not going to listen to you. Goodbye. And then the Yerks intercept the transmission, and then they all split. They run away. And then they're Marco, Tobias, and Axe are all hanging out trying to get the Yerk transmission, and they get a little snippet talking about a proposed plan waiting for Visser 1's approval. So the whole gang comes together, and Axe says... Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong about this, but so the implication seems to be that based on the events of the last book, Visser 3 is now Visser 1, right?
Yes.
Or we're going to refer to him as Visser 1 now from
Yeah,
on?
I guess so.
Because we didn't see him pop up in this book to get like a definitive answer on it, but that
Correct.
that was kind of
it was
what
confirmed
I
in the
was...
last book, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just what I kind of assumed.
Yeah,
Okay,
Visser
but,
3 is now Visser 1. Hereforth.
Until proven otherwise.
Until
right?
proven otherwise.
That seems to be the case.
So Axe says, I don't know if the Andalites are coming to help. They sounded pretty upset. And everyone's like, cool. I guess we'll do this on our own again. So
which we've already gone through this. I don't know why we need to.
Yeah, why there's hope.
We know the Andalites kind of suck a little bit. Like,
yeah,
they don't really
like
want to help
Yerks.
us.
Yeah, they're kind of being. I mean, I know they're busy, but like.
I guess, but like with what?
The rest of their war.
I would just like one time where the Andalites are like, we have so many fires to put out on our home planet.
Yeah,
like,
that would be nice for a confirmation.
Just like instead, they're just like passive aggressive, like. I don't know.
I don't know if this
we'll
invasion
see if
is
we can get over
enough.
there. It doesn't sound that dire.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You know,
the top 2 ranking military officials of the Yerk Empire are on our planet actively. What could you possibly be dealing with that's more important?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
what?
Look, Gianni, the flu kills more people than COVID ever did. You know what I mean? So it's not nearly as bad.
Truly. Let's clip that out. Someone clip that out.
Wait, no.
Just clip that raw audio out. That's what you deserve.
Don't raw dog my audio. You can't take it out of context. That's what context means. Don't raw dog my audio.
Raw dog that audio.
Do not.
Take that audio to the cleaners, brother.
I had someone try to actually argue that point with me, and I was like, you're just dumb. Sorry, you're just dumb. You're dumb. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Edit that part out. Edit that
part
that's
out
getting
of you
cut.
saying
that and just have the raw.
Just the raw dog audio. Maybe I'll put it at the beginning of the episode like I have with your new opener and all that. Did you hear your new opening lines about getting creamed?
No.
That's beautiful.
I refuse.
It's really nice.
Why would you
talk about getting creamed and cream puffed and cream pied and how much you love getting creamed.
Keep talking, and you know what? Eventually, this will come back to bite you. You won't know how, and you won't know when. No. But I hope you don't sleep at night. I hope you keep one eye open.
The future is toothless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could say whatever I like. Listen, I embarrass myself on this podcast regularly.
Same.
There's nothing that you could say that would. You like, oh, you'll cancel John Mulaney? I'll fucking kill him. You'll cancel Gianni DeMaia? I'll kill him. You can't hurt me.
That's fair.
Yeah. So sleep with one eye open, pal. All right.
Well,
keep editing this podcast the way you've been editing it.
What do you mean the way I've been editing it?
You know exactly what I mean. Okay.
What are you talking about?
You think you don't say some dumb shit on these calls?
Oh, I know I say dumb shit on. I cringe at myself all the time.
You think you're safe? You think you're safe over there?
I don't think I'm safe. No,
you're sitting pretty safe right now.
I'm not safe. My windowsills have
cream
ants
pie
in them.
And whatever. Oh yeah,
you bragged about it.
Wait till I get you back. That's all I gotta say about that.
You know, I deserve it.
I'll make you famous just to take you right down back to the bottom.
No,
that's what I'll do.
Don't do that. I didn't make you famous.
I'll make you famous, brother, and then I'll rip it right from your cold dead hands.
How did we get here? Where did we go wrong?
I thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends. Okay, I want to be friends again. Thanks.
Fine. All right.
Fine.
Truce.
Truce. Anyway, the gang gets coordinates somewhere on the ocean from the Yerk transmission. They're like, this is where they must be exactly. And Cassie
they also get
says...
word that Visser 2 is coming.
Yes. And Cassie doesn't want them to go. And Jake's like, we have to go. And Cassie's like, but. And Jake says, we're going. And that's the end of that. So they go somehow to the National Guard. They knock out a couple guys that Rachel and X acquire. And then they have this whole thing, again, about how it's like they should be getting permission from these people to morph their human bodies, which I'm like, does it really matter that much right now? I mean, you're not going to use it for nefarious purposes.
We're literally breaking into the national security at this point. Why?
Why
are we
people?
Concerned with this?
Like,
we're so beyond.
We're so
beyond that, guys.
This argument does not make sense at this point. I think we can let the guilt go.
Let it go. There's some mainstays in the franchise that just keep lingering, just keep clinging on to life, and it's like, stop it. Stop it.
Get out of my broom.
Accept that the series is now where it is, okay? We can accept it.
Yes,
we know that we're dealing with, like, a much bigger deal than we were dealing with when, like, the craziest thing to happen was we went back in time and saw dinosaurs.
Yes.
This is a very different world we live in now. We can accept the new circumstances. It's okay.
Yes. We can allow this for ourselves. So
it's fine.
The Rachel and Axe morph these two pilots. They steal a plane from the military base.
Yet again. And boy, did I get excited for a moment.
They fly it into the air, and then the other National Guard members come in and start chasing their plane. They're like, we're going to shoot you down if you don't land.
They're like, you're clearly a rogue pilot.
Yeah.
Because they just assumed that they had found the unconscious bodies, I guess, of the people that they had knocked out.
Yeah, something like that.
But
or they just didn't like a plane being stolen. It wasn't supposed to take off yet.
Speaking of accepting new circumstances, I don't mind that Axe is able to just immediately be able to pilot this ship perfectly.
Yeah.
Or this plane perfectly.
Yeah.
Because, as established, like, Axe's understanding of technology and those types of things is much more advanced.
Yeah.
And so, of course, he's able to pick these things up quicker. I would just like one thing.
Yeah.
Just like a little thing. You gave that to us before, where they were in that, what was it, that bug fighter a couple books ago.
Yeah.
And Axe was like, sorry, this is just a much more advanced one than I'm used to.
Yep.
And he couldn't quite figure it out, and then they just did like the autopilot thing, get us back to the thing. I would just like something like that.
Yeah,
where it's
wow, these controls are simplistic.
This is very different.
Something.
Yeah, wow, just a joystick? Anything like that, just to put something... I get it's nitpicky, but it's it was like, oh, he's just perfect at this. Like, what are we talking about? That did bug me a bit.
Yeah, and as he's flying, they threaten to shoot him down. They shoot at him, they don't hit him, and then they just give up.
Yeah, they crash it right into the sea.
Well, no, the pursuers just fly away. And I'm like, if you're going to shoot down someone who's stealing one of your planes in the military, you're going to shoot it down.
Yeah.
Like, there's no...
Also, it would be national news. Like, it would definitely be...
Yes.
Definitely be.
There would be people on it immediately. Plane heading for the ocean.
Stolen? You know how many millions of dollars they put into that? It's all of our taxpayer money, so you should be at least a little aware. That's craziness. But they crashed the plane voluntarily. Into the ocean. They see the USS some president
boat.
Yeah, it's like some sort of like air base. I don't know why I keep saying air base. It's not in the air. Is that correct?
It's a freighter. It's a freighter.
Yeah, it's one of those things that they launch the planes off of, is what I was picturing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever that is
it's got
called.
a runway. It's got planes.
Yeah, the runway, big boat.
Big boat.
They see that. It's named like the USS some president. I can't remember which one, but they're like, great, let's crash this boat. They crash it into the water.
Right next to the boat, not concerning anyone.
Yeah, get out, and they
morph seagulls.
Hop on in,
yeah, fly onto the boat, and then they try to find Chapman, which I mean, I guess they saw him on this boat again. Why is he?
Yeah,
okay.
they pop in and they like see that Chapman gets off some sort of like plane or something. They're like, oh my god, Maybe they're all
Saboteur.
controllers or something.
Yeah.
But they're trying to find Visser 2. They end up finding him.
Right. Yeah, Admiral Carrington. That's his name.
Thank you for clarifying, because I
Admiral
actually did not remember
Carrington.
that. Yeah, so Admiral Carrington, they find him, he's like in his underwear for some reason. He's like in his like bunk, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, he's hanging out.
but he acts all like smug and snide. He's like, oh, like, so the Andalite bandits think that they've bested me. Well, lo and behold, let me tell you my entire sinister plan.
I was like, what?
And he evil villain monologues at them.
Yes, he does. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, so
And-
the master plan is that they have infiltrated this base, and they're going to use the base to put a nuclear bomb on a plane and fire it at China to incite World War III.
Oh, wait. No, yes. No, you're right. You're right. I got my wires crossed. I thought it was they put someone on the Chinese sub for the sub to shoot at the boat, and then we were going to retaliate.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to, yeah, less convoluted than that, if you can believe that.
Well, it's also fun. This is the funniest line in the book comes up here, too, where he's talking about involving the Chinese into starting World War III because the Chinese is one of the most populous countries on Earth. And they want to create as much death and chaos as possible to the human race so they can take over easier. And
Which also doesn't really make sense, because I thought that the whole idea was that you
wanted
need
more controllers.
Yeah, controllers.
You need the 6 billion people. You wanted a lot of people.
Right,
Anyway.
you wanted more of them, not vice principals.
Yeah, so Axe looks at Cassie and says, Cassie, who are the Chinese? And it just...
Oh, that... Okay, wait, no, this drove me fucking nuts. Thank you so much for bringing this up.
Yes, because he watches so much TV. How does he not know?
Drove me fucking bananas that he did not know what China was. But fine, I was fine with the joke existing.
It's so
Immediately,
bizarre.
like 3 sentences later, he realizes that the plan is to incite World War III.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who the Chinese are, but he knows what a fucking world war is? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, that maybe there were history documentaries that he was watching on TV, but at the same point, he would see other countries and he would know.
Be consistent with it.
But-
Either he's an idiot that was
Yes.
born yesterday, or he knows all of like American history and facts. Make up your
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
Also, though, now that I said this out loud, it did remind me of an earlier point that I did want to bring up. Jake has like a little hyperfixation with military boats
Yes, he
and
does.
vessels.
Yes,
That
he
was
does.
interesting.
He's geeking out for
He
sure.
knew everything about the whole.
Yeah.
He knew
Yeah.
every single thing. I was like, oh, I sense a little. I sense you might be like me, my friend. Might be a little autistic. I
Might
see.
be a little bit autism coming up.
Yes, of course. You have
Yes.
a hyperfixation, my friend. Welcome to the club. But I was like, whoa, Jake, you know all of the things about all of these
So-
books? That's crazy.
so
That's
wait a
lot
minute.
of information.
So wait a minute. Are you saying you're inviting Jake into your autism club?
I'm saying that I saw a kindred spirit.
you identify with Jake?
For the
Is that
first
what you're
time
saying?
ever, I think I a little bit identified with Jake. I was like, oh, he likes
my
he
God.
likes boats.
He likes boats. He likes
He
military.
likes planes. I see. It was a little far fetched because the information he had was like a literal
A lot.
database,
A
and that
lot
was
of
a
information.
little crazy.
Yeah,
but
Mr. Exposition over here.
but I was like, oh, Jake, some character. How interesting.
Yes. Yeah, that was actually a nice shade to his personality.
It's the most we've ever gotten out of Jake, aside
Yeah.
from just like stoic leader guy. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's-
finally, something. He gets a hobby? Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
he gets a cool little hobby. I mean, we also, if we go back to the book where he had to go to the cabin with his dad and Thom didn't want to go, his grandpa had that military chest with all the Nazi memorabilia.
Yeah, it makes sense
And
now.
so, yeah, that I mean, I'm sure when this was being written, I don't think those ideas were connected, but I think that that's kind of like a cool happenstance.
It's
So-
great. now we can build those connections. I thought that was very fun.
Yeah, cool. Point
I
to
know.
Jake.
Me saying things nice about Jake.
Wow.
So,
far and few between,
hell is
folks.
frozen.
Enjoy it.
Pigs are flying.
Yeah. So Jake talks to Axe and says Axe has to figure out how to stop this war. So Axe decides to shoot the Admiral and blames it on somebody else. And then he knocks out the Admiral and acquires him and stops and sends out the order to stop the plane / missile / nuke to go out and to strike, to start World War III.
Got it.
So Jake wants him
he
to...
acquires the
Yes.
Admiral, returns the control room. Right. Then Chapman... I'm now on Library Lady. Thank God for the Library Ladies for being able to even out some of my notes. Because, so...
Yeah, he goes and finds Chapman. He gets shot. Axe passes out. And then he wakes up and he goes to the flight deck, quote unquote, miraculously unmolested. And he finds...
That's a crazy way to frame
That's
that.
what Axe says. And then Axe finds the captain who has a hole in his gut. And that's the person he stays with who's dying, who is not a controller.
Got it.
Or he was a controller, the Yerk slips out of his head, Axe stays
As
with the
he's
guy until he
dying,
dies, and then he kills the Yerk.
Also interesting to see that the Yerks, because he's like, help me, and the Yerks are like, that body has clearly fulfilled its usefulness,
Yep. See you later.
Either leave or try to die in it. I don't know.
Just find a river.
And they fuck right off. Which is very inconsistent, though, with the whole Yerk motivation of... Because later Axe literally threatens that he's like, I'll kill humans and Yerks. Mm-hmm. I'll blow you all up. Mm-hmm. Why would they care? If the idea is to blow up everything, then why would they give a shit? Especially with this intimate moment interaction that seems, if you put it onto a macro scale, what does it matter? They've fulfilled their usefulness. Fucking blow them up. Who cares?
Yep.
That's what you're doing anyway. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Call the bluff.
Anyway,
silly nonsense.
So Axe decides to commandeer the plane. He takes the Admiral into the plane. He flies with the nuke and says, we're going to destroy the Yerk pool and blow up all these people.
He knocks Jake out, right?
He does.
That does happen.
Yeah, okay. That does happen. He knocks... Because Axe proposes to Jake the destruction of the Yerk pool to stop the Visser from starting a war. Jake says no, so Axe knocks him out.
Yes, okay.
He's like, shut up, and knocks him out.
I thought I was going insane for a second.
No, that did happen.
Okay, great.
And then, so then he takes the Admiral onto the plane, says, I'll drop the nuke on the Yerk pool, and it'll kill millions of innocent humans, but it's going to kill all you Yerks. And the Admiral says, okay, we give up.
Right.
And then he flies.
And
that's it.
It
he
literally
stops
ends
the submarine.
there.
And then Axe...
He said, then Axe has like an inner monologue and it ends there. Mm-hmm. They don't even say what happens with Visser 2 or anything like that.
Well, Visser 2 also asks Axe, would you have actually done it? Would you have actually dropped this nuke? Which I think is a great question from an enemy, but it goes nowhere because we don't have an ending to this book. We don't know what happens to him. Nothing happens.
No clue.
So,
Yeah. It just ends. It feels so incomplete, inconclusive, and I'm like really frustrated about it because it ends in a way that it's like, yes, the emotional weight of this, we'll have to see how that gets uncovered later. And it's like, what do you mean?
What do we mean later? I want to uncover it now.
What are we doing with the fucking
Visser 2
Admiral?
Yeah.
That's in the passenger seat of this plane that we've hijacked with a nuclear bomb on it.
Knock him out. Set the plane to crash, morph, get out of the plane, and let the plane crash while he's knocked out.
Right.
Done.
What?
That's all.
Well, but you can't do that either, though, because you have a nuclear bomb on the plane. What do you mean?
Oh,
what are we doing with the nuclear bomb? We have a nuclear bomb in the sky!
Fly high up into the sky past the ozone layer, set off the nuke in the air as you're flying out of the plane.
That's insane.
set a timer, set a long fuse like a stick of dynamite, and just light it. And as you're flying away, it gives you enough time to get away, so you're not affected by the nuclear fallout.
First of all, not affected. You're blowing up a plane in the ozone, in the outer atmosphere. You're begging for acid rain
orbit
for the next century.
Well, it's over the ocean. It doesn't matter.
What are you talking about?
It's over the ocean. It doesn't count.
That's
when it's
bananas.
Over the ocean.
That's the most bananas thing you've ever
They
said.
used to do tests with nuclear bombs in the ocean, and it was fine.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not
Never mind the
That's how
World War II
Godzilla
victims.
happened, dude.
Never mind the people that covered their eyes from the bomb, and then they could see the bones of their arm through the light of the bomb going off, even though their arm was over their eyes. Never mind any of that. It doesn't count when it's in the ozone layer above the ocean. And I think everyone would agree with me on that.
I'm also realizing that you and I think both don't know the different layers of the atmosphere.
No, we don't.
We can say the ozone layer, we're like, that's a catch-all, right? It's
ozone.
whatever the big one is, you know?
It's the outer layer of the air on
What's the
Earth.
one that makes the air? That one.
That part.
Yeah, this is so funny how ill-equipped we are for brainstorming. But I think that maybe, hear me out, maybe this story just got a little big for the author's britches in the same way that it's a little big for our britches. Because here we are trying to solve problems for something
that we shouldn't be working this hard to make it make sense.
This just shouldn't have happened, okay?
No,
a lot of this just shouldn't have happened at all.
See, I hate to say this because I want every book to have a chance as a TV episode. But this just doesn't work on so many levels. It's just the whole plot
works.
just falls apart.
It's almost a cool idea.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It's too much. It's too much. Unless this is going to be like leading to the literal ending of the series.
Yeah.
There's simply no way you can adapt this many things. These are just too many questions. Too many big questions.
Yeah,
we're talking about ozone layers. You and me. We're idiots. That's the level of questions that you're making the audience ask right now. That's too many questions. I'm sorry.
Too many questions.
This cannot be adapted into a television episode as written. I would love to have an actual military adventure.
Yes.
In the Animorphs series.
Yes. Not at an airport.
This just can't. It can't exist like this.
No.
The only way this happens is like loud and proud needs to be declared that aliens exist and are among us, and there's an infiltration happening with the Yeerks, and then this kind of can work in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, look, maybe they morph as members of the military to kind of sneak onto a ship and try to figure out, like, if the military has fully been taken over by Yeerks, and if so, maybe they get into a little attack or something happens where their cover is blown. Then they just decide to go on TV in Morph and say, hey, the military is being taken over.
Right.
Or they speak to some kind of, like, say, for the time, magazine interviews were very big. Mm-hmm. If no one else is willing to take their interview except something like the National Enquirer, which is notoriously false information, but if that's the only people that can take them, then at least they're trying to get the word out, but then there's still doubt within the public of, like, is this true, is this not true?
I don't know. I mean, I just think that it's the worst kept secret in the world right now, in the world of Animorphs, that the Yeerks are invading.
Yeah.
It makes no sense how they're doing it, because you would think that the Yeerks would invade one vice principal and then say, oh, we're going to need someone a little higher up.
You think?
But instead, we just cherry picking all over. Yep. We have no idea. We're just grasping at straws. You get the entire faculties and memories and the entire access of the entire human brain anytime you invest any human brain, and we're wasting our time with Thom? What are you doing there?
What is Thom? What is Thom?
Why do we need him? Fucking get somebody else.
He's a teenager. He's
what
a
do you
teen.
mean? The Yeerks are just nonsense. But the fucking, who cares? You're blowing, your plan was to incite World War III.
Yeah.
Did you think no other nuclear bombs are going to go off when you shoot one?
No.
What are you talking
No.
about?
See, Gianni, this is why if we make it go off in the ozone layer, it won't
What's the
count.
plan? What's the
won't
fucking
count.
plan? Why does that make him not want to go through with it? What do you mean? Frustrating.
I don't know. I
Just
wish I had answers for
nonsense.
you. It is frustrating. Yeah.
They are deceiving me.
I get, yeah. I feel
thinking that
deceived.
Into thinking that this is the way that the series should move forward. Silly.
It is silly.
I'm
And
being deceived.
I always get annoyed when we come across a book that is just impossible to film because I try my best to find something that is filmable, something that could work if we kind of form it into our own idea. And a few of these books more recently now, it's so hard because there's so much illogical things that happen. It's so, again, once we unravel that thread, we can't ravel it back together. It just stays
Right.
apart. And then we look at it like, well, what do we do with this? You can't.
You can't.
You
I don't
can't.
know where it's gonna go after this, so I don't know how consequential this book is gonna be.
Yeah.
My guess is not very, but that's just like based on. I mean, we're in new territory now. After this book begins with like an immediate sequel to the last book, we're in totally different terrain.
Yeah.
So I don't know anymore if I can rely on like what the series has been doing before as a barometer for what the series will do later. But based on what the series has before, I would imagine that a lot of the plot threads and circumstances that are left open-ended in this book are not going to be touched on again. But that's only because that was the series before. This is a very new thing that we're dealing with right now. I got no fucking idea. Maybe this goes straight into the opening scene of the next book is them announcing that aliens exist and that the U.S. government is trying very hard to uncover this stuff about the aliens. And maybe that's the next book. Who knows?
That would be great.
If that's the case, then unfortunately we have to find a way to film this.
Yeah.
And I have no fucking idea. I have no answers for you. I have no
We gotta
clue
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
how you would adapt this episode into TV because you are begging the audience to have just a million fucking questions about everything that you're doing. Now, the one thing I will say in terms of like practicality, fucking great to have human morphs be the predominant morph of an episode of Animorphs, because if I'm the producer of Animorphs, the TV series, I'm sitting there going, thank God we don't have to spend more money on CGI tigers.
No, we can just hire other actors.
We just get other actors in here. Thank fuck. Because I imagine that the budget of this series is just ballooning by the second. They're like, fuck me, man. What do you mean? You're blowing up the Pentagon or whatever next? What's going on?
Yeah.
This is crazy. So like, practically speaking, it's kind of an isolated environment in the book for the most part. Great, you get characters in a cockpit, cool, and then you put them on like a freighter for literally half the episode. Awesome. We don't have to spend much money on locations. That's bingo, bango, bongo. Awesome, but everything narratively speaking, if I'm a producer reading this script, I'm like, you guys are out of your fucking minds. What do you mean?
Yeah. Now, look, if the series is super popular up to this point, and we had to film this one as an episode, I think it would be really cool to get like a little celebrity cameo as the fighter pilots that they morph, that they take their DNA.
Oh,
that would be
absolutely.
sick as fuck. Where you're just like, oh, it's that person. I love that person. And then they die at the end, and that's cool.
She would tell Ejiofor, what are you doing?
Exactly. Like, that would be cool as fuck. Adam Scott, what are you doing here? Like, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right. Should we go to the next book, Gianni?
I guess so. I have to find
The
it
Resistance.
on Seropedia.
Yes,
Okay, yes,
yes.
The Resistance. I am looking now. Hold on. We have an ad. You did not prepare me for this cover.
What?
You did not prepare me.
I wanted
for
to
it
say
look like
something,
that.
but then I didn't say it.
Come
I chose not
on,
to say
dog.
anything.
What is this? What is this?
What are you talking about? What's wrong?
Holy shit, dog. This.
You don't like the face?
The middle part and the third one is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious, dude.
Atrocious.
Oh my
It's
god,
atrocious.
they really did Jake dirty with this one.
I mean,
Oh my
honestly, I think it's just Jake's face in the first one and the second one that really does it for me.
God.
The gravity in his eyes and his frown.
Yeah, he is so upset.
Oh, look at in the second one, the start of his tail.
Ugh. Yuck.
It's like in the middle of his thigh. It's
This
coming
is
out of the middle of his
nightmare.
thigh.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So we've got Jake turning into a little beaver on the front of this cover. Oh, I forgot.
Huh?
You told me the ghostwriter that wrote The Unexpected wrote
Yeah.
2 other books.
Yes.
Did they also write The Deception?
I will let you know right now. I don't believe so. But Seropedia told me. So let me go.
Tell me,
Let me go to
Seropedia.
the,
Get us
let me
that
go to
good.
Yeah, it's Seropedia doing the Lord's work as always. Shout out to
Yes.
Seropedia.
Shout out.
Buddy Award winners, Seropedia, of course.
Yes. Yes.
So let me find their... Oh, yeah, sorry. I just had it. This book was ghostwritten, list of ghostwriters. Okay. The person who did The Deception, which is what, book 46 technically in the series?
Mm-hmm.
Was Elise Donner. She's the one who also did The Reunion, which was book 30. So 16 books ago.
Okay.
Reunion was,
So it
I
wasn't the same
believe, the
one.
one where Marco was almost going to kill his mom, and then his mom
Yeah,
fell off
and
a
then
cliff.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good book. We liked
Yeah,
that
it was
book.
great. Yeah, so I
Um,
mean,
Anyway, so let's get back to the beaver cover.
let's get back to the beaver cover. It's a crazy thing to say. But Ellen Garreau, who wrote The Revelation, the 2 books ago, is the same writer who wrote The Resistance, book 47, this book.
Cool. What's the tagline on this beaver cover?
It says, "What would you do if you lost your mind to a yerk?"
I mean, this is kind of book 6, is it not, with Jake?
I guess.
When he was yerked in his brain?
The Capture? Is that what that was called?
Yes.
Sounds right to me, right?
Yes, that is correct.
It's amazing how the books bleed together so much post, like, book, I don't know, David trilogy, the 20 and 21. But I still remember those early books pretty well, actually.
I do too.
It's kind of strange how, like,
I think because they set
I don't know
up so
what's
much.
really different about...
Yeah. It feels deeper to me.
Yeah,
It feels
I
like
don't know.
more colored in rather than just
Yeah.
coloring the outlines.
That's strange, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
To respond to your question, yeah, it does seem like a similar kind of thing. Hopefully, that's not the plot.
What do you think the
Resistance,
plot of this one will be?
I would hope that it's literally just, hey guys, we're starting this out, and aliens are real, and we don't know what the fuck to do about it. And then I hope that the whole book is just about the Animorphs trying to,
Get Beaver
So
for
say-
Jake.
No. So my hope is that if the book opens with a presidential address where the United States government officially declares that there's a Yeerk invasion happening. And then the Animorphs spend the entire book trying to tell somebody, hey, we have more information about these aliens that you're dealing with, and no one will listen to them. And then, but the arc of the book being, we established the resistance officially. These are the people that are going to be fighting against this, who believe that we've been working against this cause for longer than the U.S. government has known about it and made it public. That's my hope of what the book is about. My guess is that I'm nowhere fucking close. My guess is that we're going to be turning into a beaver to build a dam for no fucking reason. That's my guess. But please tell us the plot description if you would.
We'll give you the back cover synopsis. Thank you so much, Seropedia. The Animorphs and Axe have to make the most important decision they've ever had to make. Do they continue to fight the Yeerks in secret? Or is it time to let everyone know there is a resistance?
Oh, good.
That the Animorphs exist, and that Earth does stand a small chance against the invasion. Jake knows that either choice is a major one, not one that some kid should be responsible for. But he's tired of the pressure, so even though he realizes the other Animorphs need him to be strong, he doesn't feel that way. In fact, he feels just the opposite, and Jake knows if he starts to lose it, the Animorphs are done. ...
Totally. So you're telling me that that decision is more consequential than whether or not to drop a nuclear bomb on people?
Well, Gianni, like we discussed, it was going to be released into the ozone layer over the ocean.
What in the
where it didn't
huckleberry
count.
fuck are they talking about? How about the most consequential decision
Yeah.
of blowing up literal people?
Millions
What
of
are
people,
you
and not only just
saying?
not even just killing people, but also the radiation poisoning, the agonizing health conditions that will affect
What
the
are we
place for
talking
years. People from
What are
miles
we
away.
talking about?
Their families dead.
See.
Axe was willing to kill all of their families in order to kill all of the Yeerks.
And it wouldn't even have killed all of the Yeerks. It literally would not have killed all
No,
of the
not
Yeerks.
every single one. No.
We know that it wouldn't have killed all of the Yeerks. Would have killed your vice principal, I guess.
Yeah. Well, no,
Awesome.
he was on the
He-
boat, so he wouldn't have been in the Yeerk pool range of immediate explosion.
But again, getting back to the point, though, how is that decision not more consequential than like?
It should be.
Maybe we should tell a reporter
It should be.
that there's aliens.
I mean, I think that's a better thing to do with your time rather than
We
just
barely stopped
threaten
World
to
War
kill
III.
millions of people that you know. Yikes!
With no
Destroy your home.
no government interference one time. Not
No.
one fail safe. He was just like lock on
backup plan.
to Forks, Washington, ready
And
to
let's
blast.
go blow up the vampires.
Stupid as
Let's go do
fuck.
it.
So dumb. Mm-hmm. That is the stupidest fucking plan ever. But also, what?
This is going to be a hell of an episode to edit. This is going to be fun this weekend.
You're gonna have a time. You're gonna have a time.
I'm going to sit
dude.
here and I'm going to be like, Gianni, I don't know what to do here.
Oh my. This is just lunacy. The more I think about it, the more it just adds stacks on top of each other. This is just chaos.
Yeah. If you're just as exhausted by the chaos as we are, you can email us at our email address, morphinbuddies@gmail.com. That's morphinbuddies
GMAIL.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
.com.
Get so fucked. Get so fucked for that. Get so fucked for this. Yeah, you're complaining about how much editing you have to do, and then leave me
I have
in.
to leave
Leave
every
me in
time,
one.
Gianni. Every time I
You
have to put that in myself.
Need Jesus. You need to find the Lord.
No. Do you remember
Oh my
all
goodness.
those?
We've been recording for almost an hour
Yeah.
and a half. This episode better be 50 minutes long. When I get the final cut, it better be 50 minutes. You better have cut out all of this riff-raff
Some of the
nonsense.
riff-raff will be
or
cut.
I riot! I will riot!
I will do my best. I
Oh
can
my.
promise you that.
Oh my. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with this one.
It's fine. We're still friends, right? We're still
Yeah,
friends.
of course.
Okay,
Fucking
good.
Gmail?
Fucking. Yeah, that's the
Gmail?
one. That's
You
the
better-
one.
You better, gmail.com. Morphinbuddies@gmail.com.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
Email us.
He did
Let
it.
us know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you think that nuking Forks, Washington is maybe potentially a bad idea
Or a good idea.
for a character who has spent the entire book series living there.
Would a nuclear bomb going off in the ozone layer, how much damage would that do? Let us know. Let us know. Us and our lack of knowledge of the ozone layer. Listen, I know that when the ozone layer was dirty, we had issues with it. And now that it's much cleaner, it's less pollution for us to breathe in. But the downside of it being cleaner is that now we are more affected by the rays of the sun because it's not trying to come through pollution. So we're actually having a hotter weather because the ozone layer is clean and breathable now.
Since
dirty it up with a nuke.
Since the Earth is flat, do you think it's easier to get to China from Seattle, or do you think that actually we've been wrong the whole time and this takes place on the East Coast?
Do you think we could see China from Seattle, folks?
I think with the right weather clarity, I think we can see.
Also, which side are we talking about? Because if the Earth is flat, is it like the U.S. is on top with South America, and then the other side we've got Europe and Russia and Australia and Asia? Like, is flat Earth? Is there two sides, or is everything on top like a table?
Let me say this. Because if you're a flat earther listening to this podcast, welcome. We accept all folks, but also you're fucking stupid.
Yes,
it's the dumbest theory ever,
it's
and the
so
fact that
stupid.
you hold onto it so tightly. Because who cares? Literally, who cares?
First off, who cares?
What is the big conspiracy? I do not get it. What do you think is happening? If you follow your conspiracy, let's say it's 100% real and you're right, and the government has completely covered this up and scientists are lying to your face and saying that the Earth is round when it's actually flat. Say you're absolutely correct. For what end? Why do they care? They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
They've
also,
never cared about you.
They
literally don't care. They literally don't care.
The fact that all these flat Earth documentaries go out to prove that the Earth is flat, and they keep finding proof that the Earth is a globe, a sphere. I mean, that should tell you something. Every time they try to test the theory, it's the globe is round.
Yeah. So let me put this out then. If you believe that the Earth is flat, don't tell us why. We already know your stupid opinions about why you think the Earth is flat. Tell me what the purpose is of them lying about it, because that I just don't know, and you would be enlightening me. So if you do believe the Earth is flat, email us at morphinbuddies@gmail.com. Yeah. It's morphinbuddies@gmail.com, which is not hard to spell because it's exactly how it sounds.
Just in case,
just like it's not hard to wrap your brain around the fact that the Earth is actually round.
Also, if the Earth is flat, if it's not everything's on top like a table, and if it's not some countries are on top, some countries are on the bottom, what countries are surrounding the edges? Like, where does the bend in the country happen?
I don't know. Who cares?
That would be my curiosity.
Who gives a fuck?
Send me the science. Send me the science.
No, I don't need more science. I've heard all these flat earthers. I've heard too many of them, frankly, because they don't shut the fuck up. But
no, they don't.
But what is the purpose? So if you're a flat earther, tell me why the science community has banded together to protect this lie specifically. Yeah. Because to what end? Because
what does it do for us?
What does it do? What does it do?
What is the damage?
Yeah. What do you mean?
All the ships lost at sea have just fallen off the edge and we're covering that up? Why?
But why?
Why?
What's on the ships?
Amelia Earhart flew off the edge of the Earth and now she's in space somewhere.
She's in
Who
space.
the fuck knows? She's still flying out to Pluto. She's on her way. We don't know. We don't know where she is.
Do you think in the multiverse, do you think that, like...
the multiverse.
Do you think that they're, like, on the actual flat planet?
Uh-huh.
Because there's probably one somewhere. On the actual flat planet, do you think the inhabitants there are, like dude, it's so fucking annoying dealing with these guys who believe this fucking Earth is round.
Probably. Honestly.
It's exasperated. They're like, they don't shut the fuck up about it, and the Earth is definitively not round.
Yes. We have proof.
Yeah, we know, we've proven it time and time again. We're in constant daylight.
Yes.
We revolve around one sheet.
Yeah.
Like, there's no Earth is,
turning,
you can
flipping.
see the edge of it.
Yeah.
And do you think that there's like one bespectacled neckbeard fuck who's just walking around who's like, oh,
Well, actually, it's got to be round. Actually, there's a curvature. You can't actually see one end of the of our planet to the other.
And I hope on that planet there are two people who have a podcast talking about some obscure book series
Yeah.
that talk directly to that neckbeard and say, hey, send us an email.
Yeah. Send us an email. Send us
That's
an email.
that's the ending that Animorphs deserves.
Yeah. You know what? Planet Earth may turn round, but this ass sure don't. And we'll leave you with that. Folks, thank you so much listening to our rantings and ravings. Thank you so much for listening to our flat Earth screams.
Can't wait to listen to this one.
This is I think the ending of this episode, I think I'm very proud of us just
Yeah.
losing our shit
I
on flat
can't imagine.
Earth.
I'm just imagining the guy who's listening to our show. They've already stopped listening 20 minutes ago. But I can't. I'm so excited for someone. Like, it's probably just going to be Jissaber Jimmy, who's like, it feels like they're wrapping up. Why does it say there's 10 minutes?
20 minutes left of just
Why? What are they going to do for the rest of
flat
it? They're
Earth.
wrapping up.
It's just
They already wrapped it up. Why are they still talking? That's the joy of podcasting. Just imagining how you guys are taking in
yeah.
the information.
Thank you guys so much for bearing with us and just our rantings and
much.
ramblings and
It's always a pleasure.
losing our temper. This episode is going to be a bitch to edit, but I am here
Yeah.
for you because you know what? We love
You've
our
done
little
worse.
morphin buddies. I've
Yeah,
done
you've
worse.
Yeah. I mean, like you've handled worse edits.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you've-
a
I
couple
mean, your compilation episodes.
Oh yeah,
you have to
those
comb
were
through way
monsters. That's true.
more. Yeah.
Those were
Peanuts.
monsters.
You set yourself up for a Herculean task.
I did. Yeah.
Ah.
And I'm setting up for one more at the end of this year. Then this
Best of
flat
luck.
Earth is definitely going in it.
Oh, it better be the whole focus. Literally,
That's
just
the
have
only
just-
part of the compilation.
Hey, we just wanted to release our favorite moments of this year. It's the
And it's
flat
just
Earth rant.
Every time we've mentioned flat Earth in this podcast, it's in that little bit, and that's it. It's 10 minutes. That's all you
shit.
get. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode of Morphin Buddies.
Bye.